Barbecue betrayal unveiled. My wife always insisted her family was complicated, but I never thought much of it, until the day of the barbecue. I was flipping burgers when she froze at the sight of her so-called cousin stepping into the backyard, carrying a bottle of wine and the kind of cocky grin that made my skin crawl. He locked eyes with me, and for a split second, I felt like I was staring into a warped mirror. Same brown flecks in the irises, same crooked smile. My stomach dropped, and I saw my wife's knuckles go white around her glass. The air got heavy. She avoided his gaze, kept busy with salads and plates, but I couldn't stop watching them. Every time he laughed, she flinched. When they finally spoke, her voice was barely above a whisper, as if she was begging him to keep some secret. That's when the pieces started snapping into place. The late-night calls she took in the garage, the business trips that never lined up with her work schedule, the way she always seemed so tense around family gatherings. I confronted her after everyone left. She denied it at first, said I was being crazy, jealous, paranoid. But the truth spilled out in choking sobs. He wasn't her cousin. They met years ago, before we got married, a fling that never really ended. She tried to cut him off when we got serious, but every few months, she fell back into old patterns. The worst part was, she'd hidden it so well, blending betrayal into the background of our marriage until I couldn't tell what was real anymore. The twist? I realized I wasn't angry, not the way I should have been. I was relieved. Her lies gave me permission to admit something I'd buried for years. I'd fallen out of love long before the barbecue, just too afraid to face the emptiness. In the end, it wasn't her cheating that broke us. It was the realization that I'd been lying, too, about what I wanted, about who I was, about how much I could forgive.